true office job, and in our married life, Christine and I have both always been coming and going. Our honeymoon was 7 months in Europe, during which I worked as a caddie on Europe's professional golf tour. On long drives, Christine read aloud Richard Halliburton's The Royal Road to Romance. My parents had the massive Arthur Schlesinger biography of RFK that included a photo of Bobby in front of the King David Hotel, Jerusalem, 1948, when he was 22 with a gig as a reporter on the Boston Post. A snap that inspires me to this day. My mother and father left Nazi Germany as children with their parents, and many years later they gave long formal interviews about their wartime experiences. They dressed up for the occasion, which my mother does with ease and my father less so. His dress shoes all have Vibram soles. My mother spoke of family vacations in a village near a Czechoslovakian forest in the 1930s, and her fascination with the gypsies on the edge of it, with their dark skin and light feet. In 1959, when Khrushchev was coming to the United States, Mike Wallace was on TV conducting a contest. What one place should U.S. officials take the Soviet leader to show him the real America? The winner would get a car, and our family, with me on the way, needed one. In my father's entry, he said the American hosts should have Khrushchev throw a dart at a U.S. wall map, and wherever it stuck was where he would go, so that Nikita and his comrades back home would understand that democracy thrives everywhere in the United States. How did that not win? One year, my brother was given a globe with raised mountain ranges. That was a big deal. Our father had a collection of mobile travel guides stacked on a basement shelf. I read them front to back. On our family trips, David would read those accordion Hess and Esso road maps for our father like he was reading the back of a baseball card. David and I were devoted to the fine print of American life. We will know forever the name Lou Nis, traveling secretary of the New York Mets in the Cleon Jones years. He was in the team photo annually. What a job! Whatever that position actually entailed, I could not know. But he was at large. In the agate type of the sports section in the New York Times, under the heading Today's Games, whole cities were in transit. New York at St. Louis, Chicago at Philadelphia, Cincinnati at San Francisco. All my youthful heroes were at large. The ball players and the golfers, the beat writers and the war correspondents, the musicians and their silent roadies. A nod here to some hits from yesteryear. Peter, Paul, and Mary singing 500 Miles, Glenn Campbell singing Wichita Lineman, David Whiffen singing Driving Wheel. If you told me any of those songs were conceived on the side of the road, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. Just came up on the midnight special. Honey, how about that? My car broke down in Texas. She stopped dead in her tracks. Do you like how Whiffen's car gets the feminine pronoun treatment, as ships and principalities once did? My senior year roommate called his boat of a station wagon Betsy. Another roommate, a physics major, wanted to be a long-distance truck driver. A high school buddy who shined shoes at the village course where I played in Bellport, one town east of Patchogue, saved his tip money for flying lessons. We were all in transit, at least in our dreams. The touring caddy thing persisted in me for years. Golf is a road game. Professional golf, of course, but the game as it is played on Sunday mornings, too. You start in one place, head out, have various adventures along the way, turn around, come on home. Chaucer would have had a field day with it, and Updike did. In one of the most beautiful sentences I know, from a short story for the ages, Updike describes an American banker on a Scottish lynx. This was happiness, on this wasteland between the tracks and the beach, and freedom of a wild and windy sort. I am certain of little. I am leery of the overconfident reporter, and at 19 I knew even less. But I knew what anybody with a TV might know. Every week a group of professional golfers assembled in some new and glamorous place and played a leisurely ball.